Robots. Focus question. What can robots do? Why do we use them? Tireless workers. Imagine working at a job picking up nails and putting them into boxes as they pass through an assembly line. Imagine that this is the only thing you do all day and night. You never get to take breaks to eat, sleep, or go to the bathroom. This kind of job is very repetitive, which makes it difficult to stay focused. After a while, you'd be tired, cranky, and exhausted. But robots can do this job perfectly every time without complaining. What are robots? The word robot comes from the Cactus word robota, which means forced labor or hard boring work. In fact, many robots today are factory robots. Many are simple robot arms. Some can grip pieces of metal, while others weld them together. Still others drill, spray, paint parts. Robot arms with a lighter touch short items, from chocolates to tiny screws. Robots are machines with mechanical bodies, information sensors, and computer brains. Most robots can move or have moving parts. Some robots look like people, but robots come in many shapes and sizes. Some walk on legs, while others use wheels or tracks to move. Some robots fly like insects, swim like fish, or even crawl like snakes. Many robots use video cameras and microphones to act as their eyes and ears. Robots are programmed to perform certain tasks either on their own or by remote control. The program plans every step of the robot's task. Most robots cannot do anything that they have not been programmed to do. Robotics. Robotics is a science of designing, building, and operating robots. Some schools and summer camps offer robotic programs where students work together to create their own robots. Teams of high school students around the world participate in yearly competitions to see who can build the best robots. Simple or complex? Simple robots can perform basic tasks such as moving car parts on an assembly line. For this job, the robot only needs one arm, a sensor that tells it where the parts are, and a program to control its movement. As robots get more complex, they need more programs in their computer brains. Robots are usually built to be good at doing just a few things. It is much easier to build 10 robots to do 10 different things than it is to build one robot to do all 10 things. Danger zones. Some robots are built to go places that are too dangerous for humans. After all, earthquake damaged a nuclear power plant in Japan. Officials sent in robots to check the damage. The radiation from the nuclear accident would have killed many living creatures that entered the damaged plant. Volcanoes can also be very dangerous. 8 scientists died while studying a volcano in South America in 1993. Dante II was built to get samples of gases safely from Mount Spur, a volcano in Alaska. The 8-legged crawler robot successfully brought back samples of the gases though it was damaged during the mission. Robot exploration. Remote operated vehicles, ROVs, are often used to investigate places on Earth that are hard for people to reach. ROVs use lights, cameras, and scientific instruments to search for new life forms living deep into the oceans. The remote-controlled Nomad robot explored Atacama Desert in Chile, traveling 215 kilometers, 134 miles in 45 days while collecting rocks and soil samples. Nomad went on to successfully search areas of ice Antarctica for rocks that fell to Earth from space. The Spirit and Opportunity robots explored the surface of Mars. These identical robots were programmed to act as geologists, scientists who study rocks. They are equipped with tiny rock drills, microscopes, and instruments that can tell what rocks are made of. Scientists control these robots by sending radio signals through space. Robots don't need food, water, or air. They don't age or get bored, and they don't even need a return trip home. For these reasons, much future space exploration will involve robots rather than people. Tiny robots. Scientists are researching and developing tiny robots, some of which are smaller than the width of a human hair. Such tiny robots might one day be used by doctors to inspect sick or injured bodies from the inside. Groups or swarms of tiny robots working together could perform surgery to heal wounds or track down and destroy cancer cells. Robotic people and animals. People have tried to build human-like robots for decades. Some robots have 2 arms and legs to move and work as people do. Some robots even have faces and hair to appear more like us. These robots may look like people, but so far they are not very good at acting like people. One problem is that it's hard for robots to do many different things the way people can. In fact, the more automatic a task is for a human, the harder it is to program a robot to do it. Each of us learned to walk, but after that we do it by instinct. To get around this problem, scientists began by programming a robot to only deal with one very simple task, such as rolling or walking on many legs. Then they add other simple programs one by one until the robot can do many different tasks successfully. This idea began with robots and imitate insects. These tiny bug bots may move and react just like insects and can send signals to each other. Several companies have built robot dogs as expensive toys and companions. These dogs bark, move, and perform tricks. More advanced models can recognize their owners' voices and faces and respond with actions or flashing lights. Robot intelligence. True artificial intelligence, or AI, involves human-level intelligence. It involves the ability to learn, react to new information, and make decisions independently. Scientists are still working on creating computers and robots with real AI. Some robots are able to adjust their own programming as they gain experience. This kind of machine learning allows robots to improve the way they work over time. Do you know? Smart cars, also known as self-driving cars, use many of the same technologies as robots. Smart cars use cameras and sensors to sense what's going on around them. Their computer brains calculate the best direction and speed to travel safely. Mechanical parts steer the cars and control their speed. The future of robots. Robots are already a big part of modern life, and they are becoming more common every day. Robots work in many factories, vacuum people's homes, and mow their lawns. In some areas, robots deliver meals from restaurants or fly through the sky carrying packages from online stores. As robots continue to improve, we can accept them to keep changing the way we work and live.